Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Working that left side now. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's tough to do. Quarterback sneaks are thinking, get the ball quick, get upfield, try to get what you can, try to get those first downs. But the defensive line just owning the offensive line. Nowhere to go for the quarterback. There was no sneak. There was no yardage. There was nothing to do.
On 3rd down, the jet sweep as they try to move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The head coach has to be happy.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Canes have their offense in high gear. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
How in the world did he miss that? Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll toss it. At the 20, he's got space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's got 50 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 13, Michigan 3.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ball State looked less like a flock of Cardinals and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Muncie, and today they found a way outside of Schulen Stadium. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Afterburner's coming. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking for a crease. It's Beebe. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Carr. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Now improvising. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
No good. It's still a 3-point game after the minute. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Right back to it. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's now up to 83 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Really nice 1st down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Quarterback checking off. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They move the tight end all over. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he makes the catch inside the 20. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cade. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He finds his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He's looking for an open man on second down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
The Hurricanes have enough for the first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Coming after it. Oh, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chasing, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Running back searching for a hole. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Still looking, on the move. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Wants to fire on second down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hahn. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback wants to throw on second down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds him out of the backfield. Push down for the tackle.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Miami.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
Just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On second down, wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 23, Michigan 20.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first possession.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He's got his man. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
This is a no-brainer right now. After that incompletion, trailing by what you are in this area of the field, 4th and short, just kick the field goal. It's what you need to give yourself a chance to win.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And we are all tied up here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Washington State has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been darn near perfection. They're up by 25 over the Coyotes. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. It's high. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Bought a little time, lets it go. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the Wolverines will have it first and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding him.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Slippery Rock 35, Seton Hill University 14.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now, a fourth down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Brings it in down the left side. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game.